Is it really 2 years since Ronnie Mitchell went down? Apparently so, because her re-emergence from prison causes shockwaves in the square this week. She's still persona non grata, and Roxy reassures everyone that she won't let her sister return, although Kat tells Michael she's made her peace with it. In fact, Ronnie's shocked when Kat's waiting for her at the prison and even offers her a bed. Jack's not so forgiving though and slams the door in her face. Ronnie knows she's not welcome and doesn't plan to stick around, but Dot sneaks her into the Vic while Roxy's looking after Tommy, to Alfie's fury. Roxy shows signs of warming to her sister, but Alfie tells her it's a straight choice, her sister or him. Meanwhile, Phil asks Ronnie to look after his businesses. After Jack shows her some sympathy, she tells him straight she doesn't want his pity and she's staying in Walford. Elsewhere, Ian's getting nervous when Kirsty confronts him about being the fake witness, and Shirley gets suspicious when she sees him with Carl. But Carl confronts Shirley and warns her off, and later in the week Ian is horrified he's done something to her when she disappears. Next we visit Corrie. It looks like curtains for Carl when police show up looking for a missing Craig, but the lad rings him to reveal he's sleeping rough, and Carl encourages him to return without confessing. Jason does some detective work about Carl's whereabouts on the night of the fire, and discovers him missing from one of the Full Monty photos. Stella's upset when Carl threatens some of Craig's schoolmates, wrongly accusing them of bullying him, but she goes ahead with her hen party. Dev questions Craig about the fire and discovers Carl was at the scene, so he races to the register office to stop the wedding, while Jason calls the police. Dev stares down Carl at the register office. Will he escape to Spain with Stella, or is he destined for a life behind bars? The factory girls lift Hayley when they visit her in hospital, but Roy's fussing isn't helping. She creates a bucket list, first item being teaching Roy how to drive. That's not going to help. Sally's enjoying being the centre of talk after a night of passion with Tim, but when he stands her up on the day of the wedding, her illusions are shattered. Finally, we drop into the Dales. Adam really didn't think through his vanishing act. Now he really looks like he did it, to Cameron's delight. While Debbie hears the guilt that Chaz still thinks she killed Carl. Brenda finds the dictaphone and hears about Debbie and Cam's affair, but switches it off and gives it to Debbie, who makes her own shock discovery. Debbie realises the truth. Adam's been set up by Cameron, so she takes the dictaphone to a stunned Chaz, who suspects Debbie knows more than she's letting on. They take the dictaphone to the police, but are told it's not enough to charge Cameron, and ask if they'd plant cameras in the house to get more evidence. Moira tells Kane to go after she discovers his role in his son's disappearance, but he won't give up on her, and asks Charity to help raise money to keep the farm. Now, of course, it's a dodgy deal, and Charity dons a disguise to help scam a businessman. Only Jay has planned a surprise for her at the very same hotel.